think I'm gonna put a hat on. Let me see, cause I don't like what my hair is doing today. Let's maybe I can put on this. No, it's not working. That's not working. That's very bold. It's the where'd I put it? It's the Paris Olympics mascot here. The fig. With the little legs. Somebody I went to buy this actually at one of the Olympic stores, and this lady, she just gave it to me. That's it. She was just like, oh, here's the last one. So I got it for free. But I twisted my hair today and I do not like the results. I was gonna just do a wash and go, but then I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm feeling lazy right now. Guys, I really want to put a hat on. I do not like what my hair is doing. I mean, let's see. Let me take this off. Let me keep my hat, guys, because I'm not feeling what's happening today. Okay. All right. Yeah, going by the questions that you guys were asking, like, I kind of got that not too many here are fans of Timothée Chalamet. I've only seen, I saw The King. He wasn't that impressive in it to me. And then I saw Dune and I was like, okay, he can act. He can act. I'm a huge Dune fan. I know a lot of old school fans don't like him because they're just like, oh, he's weak, he's not manly enough, he's not this, he's that. But they're forgetting that in Dune, Paul Atreides actually is a weakling and he is very sick, like in terms of his health, which is why the way he changes is such a surprise for readers. So I'm very interested to see how Denis Villeneuve handles the third installment, because it gets crazy. Gets crazy. Yeah, those are the only things I've seen him in. I know people like to post him because he dances. I guess he likes black people. I don't know. And Kylie. There's the Kylie situation. Oh, he also was dating Johnny Depp's daughter before. That's all I know about him. And I used to work with this lady who looked like the feminine version of him. She was French. And I told her one time, I said, oh my gosh, you look like that pretty boy, Timothée Chalamet. She said, it's a compliment. She looked just like him. Just like him. Same hair and everything. Okay, so let's go over the questions. So first, we want to talk about his personality. We want to talk about his personality, his shadow side. What does he want people to think of him? And then people want to, I mean, a lot of you have questions about his romantic life, specifically Kylie, whether it's PR or not. I feel like I've read on him before in the past, but that was a long ass time ago. Then someone asked a specific question about his family members, like, are his parents show parents? Does he actually want to be famous? Did his parents push him into this? And then his career. I can barely read my handwriting. About the Warner Brothers deal, which you guys will have to fill me in on that. The Bob Dylan role that's coming up, which really, you know. And the future of his career. Is he a social climber? Oh, Shake Bake. Oh, shoot, Shake Bake's not here because she's the one who asked that question. The Woody Allen movie. I don't know which. Woody Allen to me is not that fucking talented. Woody Allen, and then I guess he worked with Armie Hammer. Oh, he worked with Armie Hammer in that Call Me by Your Name. And what does that say? What does that say? How does he... Y'all, what the... What the hell did I write there? I wrote this in such a rush. How does he feel about his peers? Oh, because I wrote Tom Holland. How does he feel about his peers? So that's it. I feel like you guys don't really want to know too much about him, to be quite honest, which is fine by me because I want to go to sleep. You know what? He's like an Ezra Miller replacement. That's what he is. Ezra Miller replacement. Oh, you're the best. Look at him. Ezra Miller replacement. I think Ezra Miller was better looking, but you know, he went off the deep end. The complete deep end. Oh my god, that guy. I don't know. There's something about him that reminds me of I don't know if you guys are old enough to know this name, Richard Ramirez. I think he was called the California Night Stalker, that serial killer. Like, there's something about him. Like, I don't feel, you know, danger from Timothy, but there's just something about his eye region that reminds me of Richard Ramirez. So we're going to be looking at his shadow side because something else is going on there. Either that or he's diabetic. Mr. Capricorn. Oh, he's easy to pick up on. Oh, here he is, Mr. Capricorn. He has so many plans for the future. I'm just asking him basically how he's doing. Here he is. He has so many plans for the future. He loves making money, by the way. He loves making money. Absolutely adores it. He has a lot of bright ideas for the future. He just doesn't really know how to implement them just yet. And I feel like he's how old is he? Because I think pretty soon he's going to go through his Saturn return. It's going to be and he got an ST. No one asked that. Oh, he's 28. Oh, Saturn return. Saturn return. That's the first thing they show me. Saturn return. Actually, no, it's the second thing they show me. He's gonna go through a Saturn return pretty soon, and he's not gonna be as grounded as he usually is. It's gonna be a very tumultuous time for him. His Saturn return. All right, let's get into his personality. I was just warming up, asking him how he's doing. He's very easy. He's very easy to pick up on. Let's see, Timothy. He wants people to love him. He wants, first and foremost, he wants people to think that he's intelligent. First and foremost, he also wants to give off, he's funny because it's like he wants to be intimidating with his intelligence, but second of all, he kind of wants to be relatable at the same time, and it's almost like he's trying to find a balance between that. But ultimately he wants people to love him. He wants people to love him. And he wants people to see his sense of humor. Is he funny or something? I don't watch his interviews. He wants people to see his sense of humor. So this is the personality that he wants people to see, the public to see. But first and foremost, he wants people to love him. Love him. He actually... he likes slightly older women. Huh. He likes slightly older women in general. Okay, so let me ask about his real personality beyond the public stuff. Okay, Timothy. personality. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I mean, he kind of wants to talk about his love life, to be quite honest. He wants to talk about his love life. This person does not look like Kylie. Feels like, in general, so, I mean, he wants me to talk about this first. He wants to get back together with somebody from his past. Get in here. He wants to reconcile with someone from his past, actually. Okay, so tell me about your personality. He suffers from depression. So this, I mean, you guys would have to tell me what you guys think of him, or what people in general think of him, because the way that he wants people to see him is as intelligent, lovable, funny, all this stuff. He wants people to think that he's very witty too, and he comes across to me as grounded. But when I'm asking him what is his real personality like, he's like he's all over the place. He's not grounded whatsoever. He's not grounded whatsoever. I feel like he's a bit disappointed with his finances. And I think that I got that the last time when I read on him. I think this was last year, right before the writer's strike. So there's something about his finances or some sort of deal that he's done that he doesn't really, he's not that happy about. But I do think that he suffers from depression. And this is related to his family, whatever this is, and we can get into that. But also, like, real personality is he's somebody who's just like here, there, everywhere, always zooming everywhere with different ideas, and it's hard for him to calm down. It's very hard for him to calm down. Extremely, extremely difficult for him to calm down. He's like, what they're showing me, I don't know if you guys have seen like these stupid cat videos where they show cats doing really dumb stuff, and sometimes you'll see a cat, they're just sitting still and then they just like zoom 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 everywhere. They're showing me that image of him, that just like out of nowhere he becomes kind of spastic and he's just like whoa 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 whoa. It's not bad, it's just different. Maybe the sleaziness is because of the depression. He comes across sleazy to me. Oh, you guys are telling me what you think of him. Yeah, no, he suffers from depression, actually. Okay, so people want to know if he's actually like a nice guy. Ooh, this Saturn return is gonna fuck him up. It's gonna mess him up. He's okay. He's okay. He's someone who's always planning for the future. I do think that he's highly complimentary to people, and he actually means it. So he really does. Oh, he has ADHD? Oh. So he's very complimentary to people, and he means the things that he says to people. May the force be with him. He means the things that he says to people. So whenever he compliments folks, he's just like, oh, that's a really nice dress, or oh, wow, you look so beautiful. He means that. He means it. It's not like he's saying it in order to get something. So in that way, he actually is a nice person. He's like a complimentary person. He sees good things about people and he says it. But they're saying that Saturn return is gonna fuck him up. It's gonna mess him up. He's probably already starting to go through it. It keeps coming up. He's already going through it. And again, I don't know how famous he wants to be. So that's another question someone asked, like, does he actually want to be famous, or is it something that his parents dreamed up? Because it feels like, oh, hello. It feels like he's going to have to make a choice if he still wants to continue his career or not. Soon, relatively soon. Um, but I mean, they're showing that he's an okay guy. You know, I'm getting a sense. Okay. Damn, there's a woman he really loved that he's thinking about. This is not Kylie. This is not Kylie. And it honestly, I don't, because I remember distinctly the last time I read on him very, very quickly. It was last year. Where I was just like, I feel like, because he gives me Tom Holland vibes, where it's like there's a worry about money, or there's a worry about the business, and like there's a potential of not being in the business anymore. So there's that. I mean, all this stuff is coming out. To me, his personality is very basic, okay? There's really nothing much that stands out besides him being kind of erratic. Like, okay guy, he's okay, you know? Is Lily a water sign? I'm gonna go into his shadow side very quickly because he wants to talk about his love life. There's someone that he was actually in love with. He was in love with her, whoever this lady is. But let me do his shadow cards really quickly. Is he on drugs? Cause I'm getting that very strong vibe of, buddy. Yeah, he may be doing the booger sugar. Cause I'm just, there's also something in his childhood that he's hiding. He's hiding. There's something in his childhood that he's hiding. I feel like he's on some kind of drugs, or like maybe taking pills. Ah. There's a possibility that he could become addicted to pills, like in the future. Cause there's, oh, it doesn't feel like alcohol. This feels like pills or something like that. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing, because I've gotten this for him often, and usually this is my drinking card. Sometimes it can be my drug card, and I've been asking that. Oh, if he's depressed, maybe he's taking something, maybe it's the gateway. That's also possible, because I was asking, like, are you taking like prescribed medication? Is that what it is? And then it leads to somewhere else. Because when I'm asking, well, is he like addicted to something? And they're saying like there's a possibility in the future. And they're showing me this is another depression card. Another depression card. Look at this. Look at him. There's something going on with his childhood. There's definitely something going on with his childhood that, because I asked him, what are you hiding from the public? And it feels like some kind of addiction. Some kind of addiction. Oh, prescription medication. It's prescription medication. He's self-medicating to control his moods, and he also talks about it in his songs. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I don't know anything about him. I see, to control his moods. Okay, that makes sense. The Saturn return is going to fuck him up. He is being so, like, if he sees this, because I know some of y'all know these famous people. If he sees this, or if someone who knows who sees this, he needs to get into therapy and be honest about his childhood. Be very honest about it. Because if he works on this now during his Saturn retrograde, that like severe addiction that I'm seeing, he could stop this. There's something that happened to him in his childhood that he's not being, look at this, guys. He's not being honest about with himself, with other people. There's something that happened to him. I looked at some of the comments of his past interviews. According to some fans, suffer from serious anxiety and scattered mind. Ah, scattered mind. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Because he comes across, when I was looking at his public persona, he's like, I want them to see that I'm intelligent. I want them to love me, which is most celebrities. But I want them to see that I'm witty and I'm grounded and all this stuff. But then when I look at his real persona, they're just like, oh no, he's not grounded whatsoever. He's like here, there, everywhere. His mind is just like, boop, 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 boop. Like if you look at, if you like go to TikTok or YouTube and type in zoomies, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because cats do it a lot. They do it a lot. They just get bored and they just, like, they'll just be standing right here at one point and then they'll go, pshong, like that. That's what they were showing me, that his mind is like that. Can you explain Saturn return? So basically anything that's a return, it's when the particular planet returns to the spot that it was in when you were born. So your birthday, that's a solar return. And the Saturn return happens usually every 27 to 30 years, depending on your chart. So usually when people hit 27, 29, maybe like 30, that's when you start having these sort of adult difficulties and you start to mature, because Saturn is hitting the chart from when you were born. I'm not an astrologist, so if there are any astrologists in the crowd, correct me please. But basically it helps you to mature. Some people, they handle it well, others they don't, and they have to repeat the same thing over another 27 years later. So it's like Saturn return breaks up our lives into thirds. Okay, let me see if there's anything else with... It's usually when people start looking at their lives in their early 30s, like right before they turn 30, in their early 30s, and they're wondering like, what am I doing? Am I on the right track? That's usually the Saturn return. You know, I keep getting this from him. They're like, yeah, he's a little bit greedy when it comes to money. And I feel like Hollywood in general, they feel like, damn, he wants a lot of money. He wants a lot of money. So he's a bit greedy. He is a bit greedy. Hello, people who just joined. He's a lot greedy. He's greedy. I definitely felt a shift last year after I turned 27. Yep, Saturn return. Saturn return. Mine was in my money sector. The shit will come back to haunt you. You think you got away? No, you surely didn't. Okay, so that is that for his personality. So let's get into his family really quick. And then we'll talk about his career as well. And then we'll go towards romance, because that's what people really want to know. So his family life / career. Look at this. Buddy, what's happening with you, buddy? Are his parents... Wait, actually, let me see. What questions do you guys have here? Okay, these are questions that I can ask around career. Okay, so family first. Are his parents still together? Actually, let me get this one deck. Oh, I hope I have it here. I hope I have it here, because I have not used it in a very long time. Oh, it's here. It's here. Let me get this deck. Look at this. Tower. I'm about to ask about his childhood. And I mean, he can share whatever he wants to share. If he doesn't want to go into detail about what really happened, that's fine. I respect people's privacy as much as I can as a tarot reader. Wow. This woman is coming up. He wants to talk about this love thing. This woman is coming up. This is a woman. So again, here she is. Here she is. Queen of Cups. Water sign woman, I'm assuming. First thing he showed me was the Lovers. He doesn't want to talk about his child. He wants to talk about this woman. Second thing is the Tower. So this relationship ended very badly. It looks like they had a horrible falling out. Whoever this woman is. This woman. Okay. He really wants to talk about her. I do not think that this lady is Kylie. I mean, Kylie has a Scorpio moon. Potentially it could be her, but... Okay. Wow. I don't think his childhood was that great. He doesn't really want to talk about it. And again, he's showing me like, I feel like he was on medication for a long time actually. So look at this. Seven of Cups and the Devil here. He's actually been dealing with whatever this medication he's been taking that he's abusing, because I feel like he is abusing it now. He's been doing it for some time. It feels like in terms of material things, he got what he wanted often, I guess. But in terms of like his emotional health, I don't think it was there. Are both his parents still alive? Was he with both his parents when he was a child? Let's see. Let me look at this. Because someone wants to know if his parents are like showbiz parents that pushed him. Oh, they are. Wow. The mom. So his parents, this is so adorable. His parents are showing up here as they were in charge of his career. They actually have a solid relationship, he and the parents, when he was younger. And it does feel like they kind of pushed and groomed him to be famous. They pushed and groomed him to be famous, but it feels like the mom directed it. She directed it. She directed his career. Part-time, his father was in France. Mom was New York from a dance family. Yeah, his mom is the one who directed his career. And his parents, I feel like his parents are still in a way in control. They're still in control. Because they show up as like big wigs. What is that called again? Stage parents. Stage parents. Woo! Relationship with dad is not the best. It looks like mom is the one who saw how talented he was first. So mom is the one who really pushed him. I mean, he did want to stand out. He does come across as somebody who wants to be loved and adored. So he has wanted to stand out since he was a child. But again, they're saying that mom is the one who pushed it. She pushed it. She saw how talented he was. She saw just how talented he was, and he likes to perform, by the way. And she was just like, okay, you can do that. Dad, it feels like dad is, he kind of gets that erratic behavior from his father, because on one hand his dad can be the most loving person ever, and the other hand if his dad is in a bad mood, he can, like, the entire household will feel his father's bad mood. But like his dad has his back though, but the relationship between he and his father is more complicated. It's more complicated. It's not as bad as Taylor Swift. I will say that. Taylor Swift's energy was horrid for her childhood. Horrid. And it feels like he felt free once he left the home. Relationship with dad is very complicated. Hold on, let me see. Oh, he's like, ma'am, let's go to my love life. Relationship with dad is very complicated. I think dad had a very mean temper. I mean, if his dad is French, that fucking makes sense. A very mean temper. But dad tried, he would try to make it up with gifts, things like that, but it was a complicated relationship. And even today, it's still complicated. It's still very complicated. And when I ask him about his mom, it feels like, I mean, I don't know, is his mother like a manager or something like that? Because he's giving me, there's like some work or whatever between he and his mother. I'm reading on Timothée Chalamet. Because, I mean, it's not like he's not speaking to her or anything, but it feels like he's sort of like, anytime I talk to her, it's about work, He wants parents. So yes, the answer is yes, they were stage parents. He wants parents. He doesn't want business partners. He wants parents. Oh, mom comes from a show business family. Okay, that makes sense, because it feels like the mom was the one who was directing a lot of this. I asked him, how does he feel about his childhood? This is so cute. He does enjoy that his family allowed him to be creative. And for a time, he did have freedom. He did have some freedom to just express himself and be who he is. Because he's very creative. Very creative. You mentioned Zendaya's relationship with dad, another biz parent, complicated. Yeah, Zendaya's dad. I mean, I was very careful with what I said in the Zendaya reading, but I do feel like she was a Weinstein girl, and it feels like her dad was protective of her, but he would make room for certain things to happen. So I left it at that. He would make room, or he would allow the potential for certain things to happen so that she could get ahead. Dad was very strange. It was like he treated Zendaya like a wife and not his actual wife. Thanks for someone finally saying it. Listen, it is what it is. Oh, actually, wait, where's the question? Wow. He was propositioned as a child. He was thrown to the fucking wolves in the industry. So this is my industry card, Hierophant. I asked if he was propositioned as a child. I'm not going to spend that much time on it because I want to, honor that privacy as much as I can as a psychic gossiper. But they're saying that he was propositioned as a child. He was. Whether or not something like more happened to him, I'm not going to dig deeply into that because that's like child energy, but he was. He was. Shake Bake, add your questions there because I wrote some down, but just add the rest of it. Please keep it short. Keep it short because I'm not going to be reading all that, but just add it here so that I won't forget them. Yeah. Funny enough, women, they're saying he's gonna get healed. He actually, fucking disgusting. Women. It's not men. It was women. And it's like and also couples, he had to defend himself a lot. So I'm asking, as an adult, yes, yeah, he had to defend himself a lot, and like fight people off. I mean, it happens to boys and men as well. Brendan Fraser is a huge example of that. But in his lifetime, he will get healing with that. He will, in his lifetime. And I think that's probably why I get such like ambivalent, like very extreme feelings from him about the industry, where he wants people to love him, but when I ask about the industry itself, he's sort of like, I don't know if I want to stay here. I don't know. Okay, so let me ask, like, you know, as an adult, because he's making his own decisions now, like, how does he feel about the industry? Sorry guys, my aunt was calling me. I just hung up on my aunt. He's never going to be public about this. He's never going to be public about that. I'm asking him, how does he feel about the entertainment industry now? Look at all these men. He's not going to be public about it. He won't be public about it. He knows so much. Damn! He still wants to do. Okay, what is Johnny Depp's daughter's zodiac sign? How many times is this chick gonna show up? He's just like, girl, can you hurry up and get to the love? I don't really think that his career is at the forefront of his mind, to be honest. I don't. I mean, you know, that's the French side. Okay, so let me ask a question quickly. So you guys want to know about the Warner Brothers deal, how he feels about the Bob Dylan thing, how the future of his career. There's some also like some smaller questions in there, so I'm just going to quickly do it, or quickly answer these questions, because he clearly wants to talk about his love life. Oh, he's going to take a break from acting. It is all over him. That Saturn return is going to fuck him up. He's going to take a break from acting. Look at this. Very clear. He'll take a break. It's going to seem like he's going to leave. It's similar to Tom Holland. It will seem like he's going to leave, but really it's just a break. It's just a break. It's just a break. His eventually his ambition is going to come back, but he's going to, once he comes back, or once he becomes more active, he's going to approach his career in a different way. So it's like he'll go after what he wants to do rather than thinking so much about the money, because here at the very bottom of it, they're saying that he is so attached to this money. Let's see. He's so attached to the money that he's like, he doesn't realize that one of the reasons why he's not in love with acting is because he's not doing what he loves. He's doing things solely for, like, he's very worried about money. I don't know if that's the influence of his parents that are doing it, or what, because look, and right now he's just like, it's too much responsibility for me. I'm not that happy. I feel like I'm stuck anyway, so I think I'm just going to take a break. He's going to slow down. He will slow down his career. So I want to know, how does he feel about the Warner Brothers deal? He's worried about this money. Maybe his parents are putting pressure on him. to make money. But it also feels like he's been cheated too many times where he's just like, nope, I'm not, it's not going to happen again. I'm just whizzing by these questions because, like, it's clear to me he doesn't really want to answer them. So Warner Brothers, Bob Dylan movie. It's gonna be met with mixed reviews. He's hoping that people he's hoping that people praise him for the Bob Dylan movie. I feel like, hold on, is this who's starring in that movie with him? There's a woman who's working on that particular movie that he's not really seeing eye to eye with. Yeah, he's not seeing eye to eye with in that particular movie. And that's putting a strain on it. But it feels, oh, you guys are here, but it feels like he hopes that people will praise him, but it's going to be met with mixed reviews. Yeah. Oh, he looks so cute in the back. That's his favorite spot. I mean, it feels like, damn. It feels like as soon as and I also think that he may fire like a publicist or something like that. It feels like as soon as he's done with the project, he's automatically looking for the next one. Like right away. He doesn't give himself a break. So like, even just ask him about this stuff, it doesn't even feel like he's thinking about it whatsoever. Okay, so I answered that question. Kardashians. Whew, sorry guys, sorry for yawning. Okay, so someone wants to know if he is a social climber. Oh, also want to know about Armie Hammer and Woody Allen. So actually, let's ask. I did a reading on Woody Allen as well, but this was on Discord. Juicy. Absolutely juicy. I should probably record a video on it. That Woody Allen thing, the Woody Allen thing, that could potentially bite him in the butt later on. Like his name could be, later on in his career, his name could be brought up in something that Woody Allen does or says. Or it could be like, you know, the Polanski thing where people signed a letter to help him be extradited to the US without any charges. So there could be something like that with him in the future, but he successfully escapes it. He successfully escapes it. I feel like he actually did like working with Woody Allen, but I don't think he'll do it again. Because I think for him, that feels like it could have been a passion project, because the way that he's showing me how he looked at Woody Allen when he was working on whatever it was that they worked on, that he was just like, this is what making movies is about. It's just like this. He was transfixed by him in work mode, not like, you know, his personal life. Okay, so let's ask about Armie Hammer. No. No. Armie Hammer is a no. So much distance between those two. He's just like, nope, it was just work. That's all it was. It was just work. He's putting so much distance between he and Armie Hammer. He doesn't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. It's like, nope, absolutely not. It was just work. And I feel like he probably has like an interview clause somewhere where he's just like, don't ask me any questions about him. They didn't, it doesn't feel like they got along. I mean, they didn't hate each other. They didn't hate each other. It feels like Armie was trying to like be friends with him, and Timothée was sort of like, I don't know. I don't know about that one. So it doesn't feel like they hated each other, but they weren't like super close either. And it feels like, well, I'm calling him Timmy. It feels like Timothée was sort of like, I don't know about that one. I don't know about him. He's just like, let's just let this be work. So, because I wonder if Armie would invite him to go places, and Timmy would be like, you know, I have a late night studying lines. Like, he would make excuses to not go out with him. Okay. So, and the last question about his career is, wait, let's go through this now. Okay, this is actually, so I have two questions about his career. So, I want to know if he's a social climber. Yes, actually. He has, no offense to Libras, but he has a very prominent Libra placement that allows him to make friends with the right people at the right time. So yeah, he's a bit of a social climber. Yep. Well, actually, they're saying no. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's a social climber. Definitely a social climber. Okay. So, and now you guys want to ask how he feels about his crazy fan club, Club Chalamet. Oh, that's a cute name. He's funny. So usually this card is what I see female fans, especially in K-pop. He's saying that there's not that much money in Hollywood like people think there is. And he feels kind of two ways about his fans. On one hand, he's afraid. So, well, I mean, this, I'm asking about the, she's a crazy 60-year-old. On one hand, he's afraid. So this feels like a specific woman. He's afraid, and he's very wary of this person. So maybe this is the lady who's in charge. I don't know. But on the other hand, it's almost like, I mean, he likes the fans who are his age. So he doesn't hate his fans in general, but there's that one where he's just sort of like, nah. Very wary. Yeah, and she shows up wherever he is. Ah, that's why. So usually I get this card when someone is looking over their shoulder. It's very wary. Wait, so it's not a fan club, it's just one woman? He would actually talk to these people if he felt like it would just be maybe like a one-time or a few-time type of thing. He would actually talk to these folks. I actually feel like he's one of the people, one of the few male fans who would talk to his fans. I actually did an impromptu reading on like on a male celebrity who's like that as well. But Timothy, he would talk to his fans. He would, if he doesn't already. It's potentially he could be talking to his fans now. She sounds like a stalker. Okay, so is that it for his career? Because he wants to talk about his love life. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, then please head over to www.tarobyMoko.com/links in the description box below. This page was created to help you find your desired reading faster. They are separated by concern, so there's love and romance, career matters, psychic forecast, and spiritual and personal development. And if you have many concerns at once, then please feel free to book a live 30-minute or 1-hour reading via phone, video, or in person if we are located in the same city. You will also be able to find a link to my Etsy store that has a limited range of readings, as well as my blog and YouTube page. And for YouTube viewers, if you would like to offer a small tip, then you have that option as well. When you are ready to book a reading, then click on the desired icon and read through the description to make sure that it fits your concern. I return readings within 7 business days, but if your concern is urgent, then I have express options that allow you to choose how quickly you want your reading to be done. If you want to book a 30-minute or 1-hour reading for the next day, then please email me ahead of time. And if you have any questions, then don't hesitate to email me. If you would like to know more information about my style and why I read the way I do, then go to the homepage where you will find a quick description about me and an option to learn more. And if you scroll further down, you will be able to sign up for my monthly newsletter. With this newsletter, you will receive 10% off your first reading, as well as monthly general predictions and shop updates, which can include discounts for new spreads and early access to my yearly readings 1 month ahead of time. And even further down, you will find testimonials from all of the clients who are happy with me. All right, lovelies, thank you so much for watching this video. Let's work together soon.